You can't grow no more, but you want to blame everybody around you. That's what we do in our addictions too. We want to blame you to get an excuse to go get high. Why you shouldn't have talked to me like that? I didn't take the money. The money right there in your pocket. Come on. So you begin to blame others for your condition. Amen. Instead of just walking in forgiveness. Now this one really blew my mind when I read it. Being stuck in a battlefield, stockpile for future offensive attacks. What does that mean to me? The way that I look at that meaning was, I just begin to stack up so much unforgiveness. I just have a wall full of unforgiveness. Boxes full of unforgiveness. Packages of unforgiveness. Till it reaches the top. Right? And those people become very bitter and walk around animosity. And guess what else they'll wind up doing? Till it gets so full. Because sooner or later it's got to find a place to be let out, right? That's why you got people who kill one another. Murder comes from unforgiveness. Amen. Don't think you don't have the capacity to kill someone. If you're a human being in here, every sin in the Bible you have the capacity to do. It's just the ones you choose not to. Amen. You've been made a human being born in sin. You have the capacity to do every sin God wrote in this Bible. Even the ones you don't think you would ever do, but you still have the capacity to do it. Amen. That's why His loving grace is so powerful. Amen. Alrighty. Being lost in a festering wound that never realizes the revitalization of healing. In other words, you're letting yourself bleed from that sword, because unforgiveness is like a sword that gets gangrene in it. Amen? Y'all feel what I'm saying? And it never heals, no matter how much ointment you put on it, no matter how many times you rub this on and on that. And what do they usually do with a person who gets gangrene in their leg or arm? They cut it off. Amen? That's what unforgiveness does to you. It rots you from the inside out. I like to say it's almost like the fruit of the Spirit to a certain degree. Go to the fruit of the Spirit, because see, I allowed God to just give me scriptures in my head today, because I didn't find none. And I've been working so hard that I didn't really have time, but I had the material. So I told the Lord in my prayer, just give me the scriptures as I flow, Lord, for these people. So go to the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians chapter 5. And just as I thought about that wound and not healing, because we're supposed to walk in the fruit of the Spirit, right? But if we're a rotten piece of fruit, there ain't no fruit. So Galatians chapter 5. Looking at verse 22. Thank you, Jeff. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Now, if you count them, there's 9 elements to the fruit. It don't say fruits with an S on it, do it? It says fruits, meaning singular, not plural. So there's 9. Now watch this. If you are walking in the fruit of the Spirit, you will have love, joy, and peace. That's one part. Then you will have, what's the next 3? You'll have long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness. Then finally, you will have faith, meekness, and temperance. Now, I'm going to ask you, one is for you, one is for God, and one is for others. Right? If I said love, joy, and peace, who does that go to? You, God, or others? Somebody answer. Others? Okay. If I were to say long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, who would that go to? So now all you got is yourself and God. Who would that go to? God. Okay. Now you have faith, meekness, and temperance. So you says that go to you. Love, joy, and peace is for you. Right? Long-suffering, goodness. What is the other one? Long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness is for others. And what is about faith? Faith. It's impossible to please God without faith. Meekness is humbleness. Temperance is what? Self-control. So they go to God. But if you don't have no love, joy, and peace, you sure enough ain't going to have no gentleness and goodness toward others, and you're sure enough walking out of faith with God. Then that means you're a rotten piece of fruit. Now, remember we was talking about that gangrene? Look at a peach. How many of y'all eat a peach? Y'all from the South, or a sweet apple? And it looks all pretty on the outside, right? Then when you bite it and it's dry, there's no sweetness, it's just like, ew. But it looks good. So what happens is this, and I even like to use this as a crack analogy. You look good for a while smoking it, but you begin to rot from the inside out, all right? Don't you? But the first is killing your inside. Then it's numbing how you because now you're stealing and robbing. Then it goes to the outside, your appearance. Now you look sucked up, drawn up, and what? Dehydrated. It works you from the inside out. Same thing with alcohol. That tells me you're a rotten piece of fruit. But God is the heart, faith. Faith, meekness, and temperance. God is the seed of that thing. So if you got faith, meekness, and temperance, it works to the what? Meat of that fruit. And what's the meat of that fruit? Long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness. So that means if you're walking with long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, your meat smells and tastes real sweet. But if you got that going on, then you have love, joy, and peace. Why? Because it shows on your face. Amen. But if you got none of that, you're just rotten from the inside out. And forgiveness comes with that. Amen? Amen. I hope y'all got that analogy. Amen. But you got to allow yourself to be healed from the inside out. Because there's a lot of people walking around with unforgiveness, and you can't tell by the way they look. But they get in their room and they cry. They get in their room and they holler. They get in their room and they vent. Come on. Or they take it out on their kids. They take it out on their mates. You know? But yet, you see them, you wouldn't think they have a problem in the world. Amen. Next is secretive and non-communicative behavior. Now you're going to isolate yourself. And now you don't trust nobody with none of your condition. And that's one of the ways the devil really want to get you. Being secretive. You know, people tell me, I ain't going to tell you nothing. You always blab. I said, well, if you tell me something, I'm transparent. Now I know what to keep in and what to put out. I ain't stupid. But things that I realize that just ain't that important, that will give you deliverance, I won't talk about it because the devil don't want you to talk about it because he wants to hold you bound. Amen? So now you don't trust nobody to talk to. Now you're isolated. Ain't nobody but you. You know, you isolate with a bottle, you isolate with a pipe, but you isolate. Or you'll find somebody else who agrees with you and your pity party to go isolate with. Now both of y'all just sitting there isolating, looking at each other. And I guarantee you, she looking at you and you looking at her saying, why am I with this? Yeah, have another hit. You know? I don't know why I'm with you. Yeah, you do, because y'all agree. It ain't got nothing to do with beauty. Y'all just agree. Next is fear over making a mistake or having the mistake revealed. Go to 2 Timothy 1. 2 Timothy 1. 2 Timothy 1. I'm just coming up with this while I'm teaching. Y'all mind, right? 2 Timothy 1. What does it say? Verse 7. For God did not give us a spirit of what? Fear. But of power and of love and of what kind of mind? Sound mind. But you can't have a sound mind walking in fear. You can't have a sound mind walking in unforgiveness. How can you tell me you have a sound mind and you're still reminding yourself of what happened? You got one side of your brain like, man, I can't, boy, they did this, oh Lord, they won't let this go. Why won't they just forgive me? And you tell me you got a sound mind? It's impossible. Because you already, I'll say you're schizophrenic, because you already got something talking to you. Somebody's talking to you. Come on. Ain't no way in the world you function. The only time your brain stops talking to you is when you're dead. Even when you go to sleep, your brain's still talking. Man, they gotta be crazy. They talk to themselves. What you do, your lips just ain't moving. But if you ain't thinking, you're dead. Come on. I constantly want to motivate my brain. Sometimes I wish it would shut up so I can go to sleep. Because mine is always talking. Just constantly going. Maybe that's a problem. Shut up, still. Telling me that. See, I talk. But he hang around me a lot, so you know. Amen. But again, you know, but what are you telling yourself? What did I say last time here? If the devil is telling you to do one thing, and you know it's wrong, then you know that's not the will of God. So, whatever the devil is telling you to do the opposite, then you do what? The will of God. Amen. All right. Now, being overwhelmed by fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of non-approval, low self-esteem, and fear of conflict. Now, the spirit of fear can just grip you and grab you. You know? I like to say it like this, especially if you're smoking dope. As soon as you take a hit, you done got paranoid. Who that? What's that, one man? No. Nah, man, did you shut the door? You come I sit there with a bottle of water, crack, and my pistol. And the cat moved, I said, pow! She jumped. Stop moving while I'm smoking. Y'all know it's right.
Yeah, man.
Come on. But you wasn't thinking about that until you hit that thing. As soon as you hit it, everything, you hear everything. You can hear an ant crawl. What's that? Y'all know him? I ain't got nothing for him. Well, that's an ant, bro. He ain't smoking mine. Don't drop nothing on the floor. Anyway, then high stress comes with unforgiveness. You're stressed out. And it used to blow my mind. I would watch people in the drug houses, they smoking this stuff all hype, and they thought drinking alcohol would bring it down. Oh, come on. They got a 40 and a 50. And I'm like, and a big old blunt like this, then lacing it. You know? With crack. And I'm saying, wait a minute, if that's supposed to bring you down, it ain't working. You know? I stopped spending my money on alcohol and pot. Why? Because it didn't bring me down. It didn't do nothing. So I stayed stressed till I saw snakes and bugs. Yeah, you stay up 3 days smoking that stuff. You think you see anything.
Wow.
Come on. They're crawling on you.
No, I said big old white eye.
You saw a white owl, see? Round the tip. You won't see stuff. Amen. I saw all kinds of things. You know, I scared the whole house once sitting down there. I said, I was talking to the snakes. All right, y'all come on and eat me if you want to. People read. I said, what's up there? I said, nothing. I'm talking to myself because I'm scared half to death. Anyway. All right, but it gives you high stress. And, you know, that's the drug relation of it. But how about people who don't do drugs? How about people who handle their situations without numbing it, without going through all that, but they still walking with a heart filled of unforgiveness? You know? I watch people in my family walk with this unforgiveness. Didn't drink, smoke, get high, nothing. But it can still give you a heart attack and a stroke because you have not released it. You got to release it. You know, men don't usually release it. You know why? Because they want to be a man. I'm a man. Women cry it out, Jack. Y'all better, men, brothers, y'all better learn how to cry. Y'all better learn how to cry. Now, here are signs of the absence of forgiving and forgetting. Lack of forgiving and forgetting in a relationship can result in irreconcilable differences between people, indifference toward one another, an emotional vacuum in which little or no emotions are shown or shared. Wow. Chronic attacks or angry outbursts, just outbursting for no reason. You know, hello, how you doing? Why? Where you at? I'm just saying hello. Don't make sense. Addressing or interacting with one another disrespectfully. We do that all the time in the hood, don't we? And women, y'all need to stop telling us to man up. I get so sick of that term. Man, why don't y'all woman up? Man up. What you know more about being a man than me? Shucks, that's the problem. We have let y'all be the man too long. That's why they say man up, brothers.
Watch out now.
They let us be, we let them be the man way too long. You know, I had a conversation going on right now, you know, one of my spiritual sons, well, he's getting ready to be my son-in-law, but he put it out there. He just found out what sagging really meant. But I've been talking about sagging for years, you know? But he finally found out it was done in the prison for gay guys who were available for sex. But no, it originated from them snatching your belt and shoelaces when you went to jail so you wouldn't hang yourself. So they had to hold up their pants. Amen? So they had to hold up their pants. Then the gay guys grabbed it. Then the women grabbed it and said, we was in a barber shop today, and I asked the women, I said, why do y'all like them? Well, that's when we're not used to like thugs. Now they're in their 20s, the women mature quicker than we do. She said, I wouldn't take a thug if you paid me. I said, the guys only doing it because y'all told them they were cute. If y'all tell these women, if y'all tell these men that sand and crack ain't cute, they pull their pants up.